Are we back at it?
We back at it.
All right, we back at it. Of course, DJ Hed, Chuck Dizzle. I did it differently. Like that?
Yeah.
Homegrown Radio. We are back at it. Yes, indeed. Another week. A lot of stuff going on this week. Hed be putting out fires. He the official fireman right now.
Hey, on the fire.
That's a Weezy F.
Young Money.
Yo. Obviously, it's it's not even an elephant in the room. It's taking over hip hop right now.
Bro, who you tell?
You know what's funny is like just after we got done recording last week, all kind of shit happens.
All kind of shit broke out.
So Pusha T drops his project and obviously has a diss track on there, Infrared. Drake comes back damn near 24 hours later, disses him on that Duppy freestyle. And as of today, or as of last night, Pusha T responds, man, after a long time.
And just so for the record, we are recording this on a Wednesday.
On Wednesday. So if some shit, hey, if one of y'all respond again, if Drake respond after this,
kiss my ass.
We're going to look crazy, but whatever. But I do want to talk about the biggest thing that was the topic of conversation throughout the weekend. And kind of this, I want to start it off like this, like in terms of Pusha T dropping his project, which I thought was good. I don't know if you got a chance to hear the whole thing.
I listened to the whole Pusha T project.
Really, really impressed with the project.
I'm very pleased with it. I think that well, I was having this conversation with again in my group chat, and it was like, yo, Push is a god MC.
Right.
Push is like a rap god.
Right.
He not only is he considered one of the elites in hip hop, he's also somebody who studies and knows about the elites in hip hop. And he's just a different kind but this is what I'm excited about. I love the fact, because normally when people like rap pioneers like Push T, right? When people like him get involved in rap beef and shit like that, they usually tend to stick to a certain thing. Like even when if
what you
go
mean?
Back to Joe Budden, they were like, it was bars.
Got you. It was just on the bars.
It was just diss records.
Right.
I love the incorporation of here goes some shit from your baby mama.
Right.
Here goes some artwork for you.
Right. Or even social media. Like when Drake first responded, Pusha T retweeted it and said, "Yo, put the invoice for 20,000 or whatever." And then Drake came right back with that invoice.
I just like the fact that Push is playing on Drake's level,
right?
Because Drake is petty.
Yeah, very much so.
And
but be honest, did you think he was capable of doing that? Of being as petty on the things outside of music and bringing it into the music. No. We all knew bar for bar, Pusha T wasn't nothing to mess with. But my thing was, the timing.
Yeah.
Only because Drake responded so fast, I thought would have made this diss that Pusha had, and I'm not taking anything from it. But the only thing I really wished is that he would have responded quicker.
See, the thing is, I'm not tripping. You got to figure, Push got all this shit going on.
Right.
He's on the road, promoting his album. His album dropped Friday.
That's true. Yes.
You know
and Drake responded on Saturday. Yeah. No. The album dropped on Thursday, West Coast time.
Thursday night,
9 p.m. midnight. Drake had a response on Friday.
Yeah, but Drake got time.
Drake got time. And here's the one up that a lot of people aren't considering. When that footage leaked of the bar that was being shot, it was at a listening party that Wednesday or Thursday. Yeah. So Drake had a little bit of time. In theory, it was really 24 to 48 hours that Drake responded, right?
Yeah.
So my thing was like, it's only fair that Pusha responds around the same time. Now, he took a little bit longer, and I feel like it was worth the wait, but I still would have liked to see the response even quicker. I think it would have had even more impact had he responded faster. And again, not taking anything away from it, but I just think that nowadays, it's about the bars, but it's about the antics around the bars as well.
And that's why I'm trying to tell you, I really enjoy the fact that my shit look little on there.
Whoa, easy. What?
I really look at your shit, look at my shit.
Well, come on, let's give it. Come on now.
I really enjoy the fact that Push is implementing some of Drake's tactics. With social media,
right.
With just, I like the antics that go along with it.
Right.
Now, rap beef is no longer just bars.
Not at all.
If you're not on social media with it, if you're not like utilizing all the tools at your disposal,
right,
you probably gonna take a L.
You're right,
and that's what happened with Meek Mill. I feel like Meek was trying to be on some bar shit, and Drake went social media. He was doing memes,
right.
Then he put him on the it was.
Well, I think I can't remember. And we don't even have anybody to Google this. Maybe you can look it up. How fast did Meek respond? How long did it take?
But it was bad though.
he responded and it was bad. So it was a two-part combination.
If you respond same day and it's bad, you kind of you might get a pass.
Right.
Maybe.
Right.
Unless you're Drake.
Very true.
Now, if you take time and then you like Meek took like 4 days.
A long time. Right? He was on tour.
He took a few days to respond.
Right.
And it was trash.
True. So
that you can't do that. Not in a.
So do you think the response being trash held more weight than the actual time? Because I felt like it was a combination. I think it was 50-50.
A combination of both.
So that's why I was saying that, this is a great response. I just wish that it would have came prior to Memorial Day. Now, a lot of people were saying, and I didn't think about this, and I don't even know if Pusha even had this in his mind, NBA Finals or the playoffs was going on, and Memorial Day. Yeah. Do you think that had anything to do with it? Because a lot of people are saying, it's distractions. After that, like he dropped after all that dust settled.
I think for the most part, Push is like one of them people who I don't know. I think Push been sitting on these things for a while.
Not the actual songs, but the topics.
The topics for sure.
Yeah. But Ani's over here. She's just looking at us.
I was like, where are my other hoes?
Wow. You said her other hoes. Wow. Yeah. We are being slandered on our own podcast. This is crazy.
One time I went around.
Oh, God. Ani, grab the mic. Grab the mic. And they're not going to be able to see you either. They're not going to be able to see you. They're not going to be able to see you.
No? Okay.
Hold on. Go ahead.
So one day I was looking for Hed. I had lost him, and I was like, just walking around. I'm like, have you guys seen the ugly guy, the ugly rude guy? They're like, oh, Hed, he went that way.
Wow. So awesome. You're the neighborhood ugly guy.
And rude.
I don't give a fuck about none of that shit.
All right. So let me get back on topic. Hold on, because I'm losing myself with this. So basically, you said the response time, it was 50-50, it being a good song.
If the response time is short, no, you're not gonna get as much flack. Like say Push dropped same day as Drake dropped his diss record.
Right.
If it was trash, but that's also a difference too, because Meek is not looked at like Push is looked at.
What do you mean?
Meek can rap.
Yeah.
But Push is looked at as a rap god. So it's different.
Okay,
if Push dropped a whack ass song, it would really hurt him. The fact that what he dropped is dope means
now. Let me ask you this: do you think Infrared was better than No. Infrared with Meek, not Meek. I'm sorry, I'm getting everything confused. When Pusha dropped on the album, do you think that was a better diss track?
It wasn't a diss track.
Infrared? That was a diss towards Drake.
No, there were shots taken.
Okay.
It wasn't a diss track.
Okay.
It's for real. I'm dead ass serious. Like that's why I'm saying I don't want to make that mistake of being like, oh, this was a diss. Like no, because I saw I think Charlamagne was talking about that in the Breakfast Club, and I saw a couple of other people talking about it on social media where, Push swung first. Like we was talking about last night on the radio. Push swung first. He put out a diss track on his album. That's not true. Push did a song and took shots in a song on his album. It wasn't a diss record. Duppy is a diss record.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Back to back.
But even
a diss record.
Even with people saying like that Duppy had more shots at Kanye versus Pusha.
That's fine, but that's a diss record.
Okay. Dedicated entire
to diss someone.
Got you.
Infrared is Push saying shit like he been saying shit for years.
Now, do you think he baited him with those shots?
I think it was strategic. I think Push understands.
He knows what he's doing.
Push is a student of the game. He totally understands this shit. And there's so fucking many people talking about Pusha T that otherwise would not have been.
Very much true.
Royce the 5'9" just put out a dope album called Book of Ryan. Mm-hmm. That's dope. Right. Nobody's talking about it in mainstream hip hop.
Right.
Now, had this occurred, if Royce and Drake was feuding?
Oh, yeah, but it would have been all on. Right. The conversation definitely would have been pointed at him.
That's what I'm saying. So, and then also Push addressed that too. He's like, yeah, it was strategic. I know what I'm doing. He's 40. He knows what he's doing.
Right.
He's been 20 years in the game at least.
Right.
He knows what he's doing. Do I think that he thought that Drake was going to respond the way he did? Probably not. Am I glad that is Push glad that he responded?
Of course he is.
What?
This is the best promo for Push.
Fuck the album.
Yeah.
Push been waiting for this for years.
Yeah. He wanted his shot, his opportunity.
So now that's why. So, and then if you listen to Push response, I still don't know how to say the fucking name of that.
Adion. Oh yeah.
He said it this morning.
Right. Adidon. There we go.
If you listen to that record, Pusha T's response to Drake, he said we're gonna take our time with this. So we're gonna peel this shit back
layer by layer. And I did like that, but it makes me think, what else does he have under his sleeve? You think so?
He got some shit. We were talking about this last night. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. He pointed out to me, he actually was following somebody that leaked, or not leaked, that announced or made the proclamation last night on Twitter that the Adidon, before Push addressed it this morning on Breakfast Club, that Adidon was actually the name
of Drake's son, right?
No, Adonis is Drake's son's name.
Okay,
Adidon is the namesake that is the collaboration that Drake is doing with Adidas.
Right, but it's for his son, right? If who
else has a deal with Adidas that might have got that information?
Oh, Kanye,
West Coast.
Wow, Yeezy.
So
Yeezy. Whoa, yeah, things got interesting for sure.
About that.
Wow, go ahead.
But you're talking about back.
They can't see you though. That's the thing.
No, hi guys, it's Ani. No, it thickens because a lot of people don't realize that Drake inherited this beef from Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne and Pusha T were actually beefing, and that carried on. So it's kind of like the same thing over here, where it's Kanye and Drake, but Pusha T's kind of also jumping. Like, it's sort of like battle of Lil Wayne and Drake versus Kanye and Pusha T. Because when you look at it, that's how it started.
Right.
And Pusha T took shots at Drake. Then Drake came back like a year later in 2013 or 2 years later after he took those shots. Even on his last album, he took shots at Pusha.
So you're saying Drake started all this.
Lil Wayne
started all this.
This is definitely,
because I don't know the inception of all this.
Drake was on tour with Lil Wayne when all of this, what was it, like 2006 or I think it was 2006 when all this happened. So when he was on tour, that was actually the tour where he broke his ankle, I think, or got injured or something. But that's when all of this was basically going down from, if I remember it correctly or read it correctly, Pusha T and Lil Wayne were beefing because Lil Wayne had beef with the group. I always say it wrong. Clips. Yeah, that's Pusha T's group. Yeah, Malice. Right. Which is on the song now. So Lil Wayne had problems with that group, and that's how it all started. And Drake obviously is a ride or die.
Right. Young Money for sure.
So it started from there, and people like today when people were like, "Oh, he's doing this for attention," like, no, motherfucker, Drake.
Isn't it here to beat? Yeah, for sure. It was something that's been happening. I honestly didn't know the history of it. I didn't know who started it, who would. I've been familiar since as early as I believe the Exodus 23. My nephew was giving me game on that one. I knew of the song, but I didn't really understand the shots and all that. But after I went back and listened to it, I'm like, okay, there's some shit brewing. And it's just crazy now that it's at the head of it is. And like you said, Push has been waiting for this moment. So
I love the fact that Push is the guy right now getting this, because I don't know. I mean, there are a couple other people who could handle this.
Right.
I don't know. Like, obviously, K-Dot.
Right.
They're a handful.
Right. Right.
That was a handful of people who I feel like can go with Aubrey. And
yeah, man.
I think that Push is definitely one of those people.
All right. So now, are we putting the same time ticker on Drake now that we did on Pusha? Because I'm not gonna lie,
timetable. I'm here for
that's it. That's bullshit. I feel you, but let's just say a week goes by, you don't hear nothing from Drake.
No,
you gonna feel you. Hold on. As of today, we all said the same thing. You now, of course, after he responds, it's like, oh yeah, the dates don't matter. But in the heat of the fucking argument, when the beef is going down, time is a big thing until you come out with something, and then how good it is kind of wipes away, the length. So as of right now, you have to put a length on it. You said it's not gonna go a week. At what point does Drake have to respond?
He got a week.
He got 7 days. 7 days. He has 7 whole days to respond.
7 days.
Man, I say 4, 5 max.
He got 7 days. I'm here.
So 7 days before you start looking at him different.
Well, if the thing is, if he dropped and it's 7 days later and it's fire, I'm one of those people. I want to hear some fire.
Right. I get that. I get the fire.
7 days to give me some fire. I'm with it.
But see,
I don't want to hear no scoopity poop poop.
Yeah, but I'm telling you,
2 days later.
But the problem is with that, how fire something is subjective based off of the time. Also, I think somebody. And never mind. I'm not going to even go to that because that was a different day and age. But I saw somebody post how long it was that Nas responded back with Jay-Z on Ether or whatever. So that's different day and age. I get that. Social media is completely different. And nowadays you can respond within 24 hours. And sometimes it doesn't even have to be the diss track. It could be something else. It could be some sort of response, right? So as of right now, it's been radio silence from Drake since this is dropped, right?
Yeah.
So at what point does he have to make some kind of SOS or some kind of noise to say, hey, look, I'm working on something, or yo, this is a preview or something?
I don't think you do that. I think you just drop. Like I like that just boom.
Right.
Even though it's hell for me because I'm a radio personality,
right.
radio DJ, it makes
you telling me you're not gonna feel a certain way leading up to it. So you telling me you can go a whole 7 days, and I get it with Drake is different because everybody knows Drake is capable of going to war. So I think waiting is not a big deal for him, right? For everybody, for him, they're like waiting for Drake. But I'm not gonna sit here and lie. Like you responded within 1 day of one thing of the first track, and now
let me ask you a question.
I'm listening.
Say Pusha T got some real dirt.
Yeah,
some real dirt.
Yeah.
And Drake find it, and it take him 5-6 days to find it and put it in a song. I mean, like what?
Things like that can happen. You're right.
Let me ask you a question. Say we didn't have no previous information about Drake's son, illegitimate son,
right?
And this dropped 7 days later.
Yeah. It'd have been a woo.
Okay.
I would have still felt the same way though. I'd have been like, damn, I wish he would have had this information sooner. I wish he would have and again, I understand the information.
We're just getting started.
You think so? Layer by layer.
I feel like we just getting started. So this shit ain't nothing. Like just waiting like turn the mic. Just waiting like a couple of days.
Yeah. You don't mind.
Man, what? It's whatever.
Yeah, my anxiety is up there. My nephew's a big Pusha T fan, and we go back and forth. He was one of those cats that didn't believe in Kendrick, right?
Yeah.
And so when Kendrick popped, I'm always on his head when the album does when he gets to you wasn't fucking with him, right? You see your boy got a Pulitzer Prize. I said it right. You see your boy got this. You see it went gold. You see it went double platinum. Yeah. I'm always on his head. So best believe when Pusha dropped his album, he was on me, man, you West Coast, you probably didn't even listen. I said, actually, I did listen to it. I fuck with the project. It's actually really good.
Yeah.
And then that motherfucker, that Canadian motherfucker came with that shit the next day. I was on his head like, yo, what's up with your boy? What's up with your boy?
Now, I want to say this. I'm upset it's a really subpar record.
I'm upset. I don't think it's not that. That was going to be there in either way.
I know that, but he dropped this thing. It was smart.
Because people thought it was under the assumption that was the second diss.
No, but that was smart to drop I'm Upset in the midst of all this because that's his single for his album. I get it.
But see, we were even in here when it dropped. We thought, at least I thought it was another diss.
Me too.
And, it was, in my opinion, it's lackluster.
It's whatever.
It's very
for
whatever.
For a Drake record, it's bad.
Yeah. Because he's held to a higher standard at this point.
For a Drake record, it's not. It's a bad song. Just me personally, I think it's not good. I don't have any interest in hearing it or playing it.
I was talking about this with a couple of people. I feel like Drake's record, the only chance that record has is the visual behind it. Because we saw, in my opinion, we saw this with God's Plan. I wasn't really he dropped God's Plan and Diplomatic Immunity at the same time, and everybody.
Diplomatic Immunity.
Was it that one?
No.
Didn't he drop two? He dropped two songs.
But that wasn't what the name of the fucking song. Oh. Diplomatic Immunity is the name of the Dipset shit.
He has a song named Diplomatic Immunity. He dropped that in God's Plan at the same time. I know what I'm talking about. He dropped that, and if I'm wrong, it might be another name of the song. But check it. Check the facts. He dropped two songs at one time. And the thing with Drake is good about. He'll give you options. He dropped those two songs. God's Plan was the one that took off, and then the visual helped kick off more shit because of the things that was behind it about him giving away money.
The song was called Diplomatic Immunity.
There we go. Thank you. I know what I'm talking about.
Why did I think the name of the song was different?
Nah, but that is a Dipset song too.
Old, so I don't know.
You gotta keep up. Hey, your schedule fucking you up right now with these facts. But my point is, it's the antics. The funny part, you was so ready to check me on that too.
I tried to call you out.
He was like, nah.
West Coast.
So he dropped those two songs. God's Plan was a better choice, obviously. It's like he gives you the best of both worlds. Like, which one do you like, right? Everybody liked God's Plan. It was a cool song, but the visual is what kind of like gave that record legs. Same thing with Nice for What. Nice for What is a decent song, good song, but the fact that they casted an all-female cast and the director was a woman, like, it was...
Even a production crew,
like, it's a story behind it. And that I feel like that carried weight for the song. Not to say it's a bad song at all, but it just helped. So with this one, I'm upset. It kind of has that same vibe to it.
Nah,
so we can only.
God's Plan is a far superior song than that.
It is a far superior song.
I'm talking about with no video.
No.
Yes.
It's a great song, but I'm telling you, the visual helped that song out.
It did help that song. What I'm telling you is, with no video, God's Plan is way better than I'm Upset.
I'm talking about
what is way better than I'm Upset.
Yes, I get that. You're right. Very true. God's Plan or Nights for What? Which one you like better? My point is, those are two better songs than I'm Upset, right? I get that. The system in which he's doing and how he drops his record are very strategic. So he drops the record in the midst of the bullshit that's going on so people can fuck with the song.
Yeah.
My thing is that and I was saying this on Twitter, I'm like, is anybody, like after the weekend, I'm like, yo, is anybody still listening to Duppy Freestyle or I'm Upset?
Well, I think they cancel each other out once the other person responds.
This is before Pusha's response. I was asking people like, yo, are you listening to it? After that day, because we were on the radio, we played that motherfucker 3 or 4 times an hour, right? So after that day, I felt like the dust settled and the impact wasn't as strong. And again, we hold Drake to a higher standard.
Definitely.
His impact hasn't been the same since for the last year and a half.
How's his impact not been the same?
His impact hasn't been the same in terms of like, okay. In which how he drops records, he has to have a lot of other shit around the music, around the actual song.
Antics.
Yeah, we can say antics.
Like social media, or like what are you talking about? Because Drake's impact is higher than ever. Point, to me.
Think about the song, right? I'm Upset. The impact of that song now is carried because Pusha responded. Had Pusha not
think about it. I'm upset if he had just
If he would have just dropped it out of nowhere. My point is, if he would have just dropped it out of nowhere, right?
Yeah.
Same thing for Diplomatic Immunity. That song was whatever, but he put God's Plan out, so people had to choose which one they liked over the other one. Yeah. Obviously, God's Plan was that choice. With Nights for What, it was the same thing. Like he dropped that, and the video came out immediately after.
Yeah, but
Matter of fact, most people, I think he dropped the song when the video came out. Don't quote me on that one, but
no, the song came out because he dropped both of the songs the same day.
No, which one?
Diplomatic Immunity and God's Plan.
Okay, we're talking about Nights for What?
Okay, so Nights for What?
He dropped the video and the song the same day.
Yes.
So what I'm saying is that song, it had to have some shit around it, the antics, in order for it to build up. Which means I guess my whole point is he's doing a lot more, and it's not resonating as much.
I think he's adapting to the time.
That's a good point.
I think
he knows like the music is not just it.
He knows that.
Yeah.
He understood that when Back to Back came out.
That's a good point. Yeah, it's a good point.
If Back to Back would have dropped, now when he dropped, what was the first song? What was the song before Back to Back?
Charged Up.
Charged Up. That shit was trash.
It was weak.
I'm Upset.
Right.
It's trash.
Right.
For a Drake song. Now, I'm glad you said Charged Up because I didn't remember the name of that. I don't even remember the name of the song.
That's crazy. I remember it. I remember we were at Homegrown. We were at our spot, and that song came out, and it was like, oh shit, Drake has a response to Meek, blah 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 blah, and then it came out. We was like, that's it. And even Meek came out, and I think he said it's baby soft, soft as baby shit.
That shit was whatever.
And then Back to Back came out, and then that changed. That shit changed after that. Everybody's opinion changed.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Drake understands the time. He understands exactly what's going on right now.
Damn.
I think this is what I'm so excited about. I think Push understands what's going on right now.
That's what I like. I was afraid. I'm not gonna lie. I was afraid when I saw him respond. When I saw him retweet Drake's song, I was like, okay, but where's the music, dog? Like, don't just hop on Twitter. Don't make the same. And shouts to Meek. I know the pressure's off of him right now, but like, don't bust the Twitter fingers like Meek did. And I'm sure everybody thought the same thing because it took him a minute, but he came back, he clapped back, and I'm not gonna lie, it was worth the wait. So
it was definitely worth the wait. That's why I say I'd rather hear some entertaining, some real shit,
right?
And it take you a little while.
Now,
especially, you got to think, man, Drake is sitting back. Drake is kicking it at the house, just sitting on the internet waiting for shit. I'm not saying that he not busy,
right?
But Drake got time,
right?
He working on his album. His shit about to drop. Push just dropped an album.
Right, he's in go mode.
Full press mode.
True.
He's on the road. It ain't like, so say I'm gonna do the Breakfast Club, then I gotta go straight from the Breakfast Club to Good Morning America.
Right.
Then from Good Morning America, I gotta go to Sway.
Right.
I don't got where am I get to the studio? When am I write some bars?
True. You're talking about after he dropped his project.
After W Freestyle came out.
Right.
It's like, bro, I'm not mad at Push for taking a few days. He got shit going on. If he was at the house,
right.
It's different.
Right.
He's promoting. Know what's going on with Push right now. He's all over the country.
Very true.
He doing, and then he hitting the clubs because he got to go fuck with the DJs. So he hitting the clubs. He doing release parties.
Right.
Like,
but why did again to bring it back on Meek? People knew Meek was on tour at that time.
That was on tour.
You got studios in the tour bus, right?
That's on tour. That's
true.
That's not the same.
It's not the same. Right.
Your album just dropped.
Very true. Very true.
You know how an album.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's different for sure.
It's different, and Drake got time.
Yeah. All right, so let's add
rich as fuck. Mm-hmm. He got a jet.
Right.
He got a driver's a crib. We don't know how many studios he got. I'm sure he got a studio at the crib.
Got you.
He got time today.
Right. So we're gonna move on because there's a lot of talking about this. But is this round one?
Yeah.
Or is this
who goes?
No. Or is this the start of round two?
This is round one.
So Pusha's
people keep giving that infrared shit. That's not a diss record.
That's a shot.
That's a shot.
Okay.
Drake respond, round one. Let's go.
Ding ding.
So when you say,
Drake responds, then Pusha responds.
If I walk up to you and I say, "What you gonna do?"
Mm-hmm.
That's not round one. When you swing, that's round one. W Freestyle
was a swing. Okay.
Ding ding ding. The fight is on.
Right.
Push responds. That's round one.
Okay. So we are technically in round one. Who won round one?
I just told you, don't ask me that.
No, you didn't. I cut you off before you can ask.
Fuck out of
here. Yeah.
With your bullshit ass technical.
Who won round one? Doc, good question.
Two black guys in one room.
Yo,
Doc,
we gotta ask you. Who won?
No, right here.
We're talking about it.
Pull that mic over here.
We're talking about it right now.
Ask me who won this rap battle, knowing the delicate political stance as the executive vice president of programming.
Yeah. Okay.
And every time your man over here to my left says something crazy about the biggest artist in the game, I cringe because I'm afraid I'm gonna get that.
You know what? You would actually be proud. He moonwalked out of the question very smoothly. Okay. Yes.
No, I did say this on the radio. I'm gonna confess because you'll hear it anyway. I said that Drake had very well manicured eyebrows.
See, this guy right here, Charlamagne the God, they give me agita.
Right.
Again, in my position as I nurture these relationships.
That's got to be a hard situation.
I will get a call from an irate manager that your man in New York, your man in Los Angeles said something.
I said he had very well manicured eyebrows.
Let me just see what your take is on this. Okay. In terms of rounds, right?
Yeah.
Do you feel like this is round one or the beginning of round two in terms of Pusha's response?
Do I mean from I don't know if I can really distinguish rounds. If you're just asking me whether or not I think anybody got bodied, I think that he bodied. I think he bodied old boy on round one. I think old boy came back and threw a significant counterpunch.
Right.
Yeah, you see how?
Right.
Hey,
I like this. I liked it. Right.
I thought it was. I did not think that that old boy had it in him.
Well, see, I don't know. Yeah. That's crazy. No, because I was just telling Chuck. I said, if I walk up to you and call you a bitch or a punk or something like that, that's not
the start of the fight.
You swing.
That's round one.
Yeah, so Duppy was the start of round one, and then the response
was Pusha's
response. So now, because Infrared is not a diss record, he took shots on a record.
Yeah.
So that's me saying, you bitch ass nigga.
Right.
Swing.
Now it's round one.
Now it's round one.
So
I agree with that.
We shall see what round two is going to be about. So now, if Drake responds, that will be round two.
Yeah,
I'm just saying that would be the start of round two.
Well, I mean, it depends. It depends because here's the thing, it's fluid. It's not black and white like that because round one can be extended depending on the potency of whatever the subject matter is. If he stays on the baby mama and the kid, I don't necessarily consider it a new round.
Because it's still topic, same topic. Gotcha.
Fighting, somebody break it up.
Right.
Hey, let me ask you guys: do you think Drizzy needed to respond?
No,
it was a bad move.
I mean, I know I've had at least 5 people tell me, "Who's Pusha T?" I swear to you.
No, I know.
This
we were just talking about that right now. I think that this is perfect for Pusha T.
I was waiting for this moment.
I love it.
Absolutely.
I haven't been this hype about hip hop.
Yeah, no, it's a great moment for hip hop.
People on the clips.
Very true.
Yeah.
And the Neptunes and for real. But
it's a great moment for hip hop because now people are excited. People that would normally never pay attention to these two artists. Well, obviously Drake, but people wouldn't pay attention to this kind of conversation. It's like, they're into it now.
Now you know what's interesting is I haven't even listened to Quentin Miller's song yet.
I'm gonna tell you straight up, it was very disappointing.
It was
very disappointing because now, like in the heat of all this argument, you hear, he's gonna respond. Very disappointing.
Oh, I see. I'm not checking with Quentin Miller.
It's unfortunate.
Keep writing Drake songs, bro.
That's what it is. So I'm gonna let you moonwalk out of here, Doc. Yeah, handle your business here. Go on the moonwalk out of here, man. You're like, I'm out of here on that one.
We appreciate you, Quentin Miller.
Yeah. It's about to get interesting. Now, so now the biggest thing going on right now is the great thing about this is a lot of music about to come out. Kanye's about to drop. Yeah. I heard he's getting a caravan or flying a lot of motherfuckers to go check out the new album. Wyoming. I didn't get the text.
You know what's funny is Push talked about this on Breakfast Club.
I didn't get a chance to see it.
And he was talking about how that he's like, yeah, Ye just, Ye is Ye.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Ye has got a different process.
Right,
and
right.
I don't know if it was Push or somebody else. I don't want to fuck it up or misquote it. But they were talking about how, Designer. I talked to Designer. We're going to drop that interview soon. We talked to Designer. He's like, yeah, I haven't gone to wherever, Kanye.
The compound.
Yeah. But it was so funny to hear Designers like,
I ain't fucking with it.
I don't really know. Like, yeah.
He's like,
he didn't want to say the wrong
Right.
He really don't know
what
the fuck is going on with Ye.
I can only imagine like being an artist that's signed to good music or working closely with Kanye and having a relationship of, we know what Kanye is all about. Kanye speaks his mind, right? So to have an artist that's neck and neck with him or signed to him or close to him, you gotta feel like I can be on that same caliber of speaking my mind. But if you like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like not knowing how to respond to what's happening. But at the same time, Ye is gonna be Ye no matter what.
Yeah.
And this is some different shit that people aren't even used to seeing, but to me, it's consistent with his personality. He's always been against the grain.
Yeah.
What everybody wants to be doing, he's doing the total opposite. But it's just funny that people in his, like, as media and as fans and as, people from the outside looking in, we have our own, perspective of what this is. But it's funny to hear people that are actually close to him say the same shit, like, hey, man, Ye is Ye, you don't say. Ye is Ye, you don't say.
But no, and then Push did talk about on the Breakfast Club the fact that he went, him and Kanye went and stayed like a week at this compound. And he said, bro, that shit was so fucking expensive. And
just the compound?
Yeah, he was like, so basically him and Ye brought Ye the album, Daytona, right? Mm-hmm. Album pretty much done.
Yeah.
Ye's like, I think I could do better on the production. I think I could produce the album better.
He like, nigga, we a week out. Wait, when is it? I'm sorry.
This is not a week out. This is like him just bringing the album to Ye, trying to get his.
Now, do you know if this is pre-announcement or post-announcement?
I think this is pre-announcement.
Okay.
He takes it to Ye. Ye is like, Pusha takes his album to Ye. Ye is like, I think I could produce all this shit better. I just want to produce the whole thing myself. Pusha's like, but the
it's already
pretty much
it's done.
He's like, I think I could do better. Push like, all right, I ain't gonna question genius.
Right.
Let's do it. Kanye takes Pusha to some
compound, right.
Place, and they stay in this he said the most expensive resort like ever. He said the money he spent on that resort, he could have funded like some real shit.
Crazy. Now, do you
and he had to pay half.
Wait, what? Nah, bro. I'm cool. That's like you invite me somewhere.
Him and Ye spend like 3 days doing no music.
That's like me saying we going out here. hey, bro, I'm gonna go downstairs to a little cafe and grab me some bread. He's like, nah. I think we can do some better shit.
Yeah.
And let's go to Beverly Hills. I got this bomb ass spot because you always be putting me up on different spots. Got this bomb ass spot, man. Got the dopest omelets or whatever. We go over there and the bill come and I got a front half of it.
Hey,
I was cool with the cafe downstairs.
Hey,
the bill come up to $300 and you expect me to pay half?
$170.
Shit.
Hey,
I'll be hot.
Hey, Push was just the look on his face when he's telling his story.
And they got different money.
They got different money. I mean, Push got money.
No doubt about that. They got different money.
They got real.
Now the question is that Ye money or is that Kardashian money?
Man, that's Ye money.
You think so?
Oh, because Kanye broke thing.
Well, not even because he broke. Do you? That's a different question. But do you think Kardashian money and Yeezus money is on the same playing field?
You talking about Kardashian as the brand?
Kardashian.
Just Kim?
Kardashian.
Same price, probably
Exactly.
probably around the same type of money we talking about.
Kardashian and Yeezy?
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah. I don't know. I heard that Kylie was about to be a billionaire on some shit like in the next 5 years. Just off her like cosmetics and all that
Exactly.
kind of shit.
That's my point. When is anybody okay? And it's no shade to Ye, but when is outside of this? When have we looked at Ye as he's making a lot of money?
Yeah.
He even came out and said he was broke.
Yeah, but I think that Kanye,
When he was ranting about, wanting to do his own clothing line and all that, like the finances was one of the biggest things he was talking about.
I think that Kanye is one of them people where you never really know what the fuck is going on. Like you kind of do, but
Right.
here's the thing. Okay, you know how I look at Kanye? I look at Kanye like I look at Ye how I look at women. Women look at us in relationships.
Okay.
Where I mean, how we look at women and they look at us. So I'm gonna explain. Kanye doesn't necessarily make sense, but he's telling you the truth.
Okay.
I look at that. I go through that too with women. You know how I am.
Right.
I'll tell a woman the straight up truth.
Right.
And it won't make sense to them.
Got you. I get that.
Like, yo, we not in a relationship.
Right.
They be like, what do you mean?
Right.
We do everything. Yeah, but we not in a relationship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Kanye is in a constant state of trying to explain that to people. He's in a constant state of trying to explain, I'm telling you the truth and you're not understanding what I'm saying.
But what does that have to do with money?
The money is the same thing. I think that he is like, did he file for bankruptcy or something like that?
I believe so. I'm not sure.
So I think he's telling us what's going on with him. We're not in that world, so we don't understand that shit.
Right.
When he talking about he broke, but he just bought 40 acres in the
Right.
We don't know what the fuck you talking about.
Right.
Broke to us mean
man.
Hey, let me hold $100 so I can pay my cell phone.
Man,
That's broke.
right.
Or hey man, can you give me some food?
Right. Let me file for this extension real quick.
Or call and get payment.
Right.
On your cell phone.
Right. It's a different level of broke. Right.
When
I got you.
Say you're broke and then you buy acres in Calabasas. We don't understand that. So, but again, going back to Kanye's defense, I think that we don't understand that shit.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So so in that regards, you feel like Ye and Kardashian are on the same playing field when it comes to money on that sense.
Money shit.
Yeah. Okay. I got you. But definitely
I don't know. I don't know what the Kardashians. I try to tune out of that shit.
But for sure,
so I don't know what they shit really look like.
Right.
I know Ryan Seacrest's money is crazy.
Very true.
Because he owns all that shit.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I stopped counting people's pockets because it made me depressed.
Right.
Where I am in life.
Right.
So I don't look at net worths. I don't want to know
None of that. Right.
Especially people that come up here and talk to us.
Oh my God, man.
Because it's like, bro, hey, let me hold something.
Hey man.
I just lost $100. I just lost a lot of money fucking my mind with this house shit. And
bruh, it's so funny. It's so funny. When I see an artist come in here with like chains and I'm like, bruh, how much is that? Oh yeah, it's good. 10 racks,
nothing
20 racks. It's nothing.
We had Skinny from the Nine come in on the night show. He came in with $20,000 in cash. Did the whole interview with the 20,
just sitting there
with the money sitting on the counter.
Man,
this is whatever.
All right, so this is whatever. Let me just hold it.
I remember one day I was on, just going back to when I was on tour, I was on Fucking with Glasses, and we was doing the Cash Money shit. I'm sitting on Birdman's bus, and I watched him.
Oh, this is crazy.
I watched him count like $50,000 to $60,000 in cash in front of me. I watched him count it.
Now, is that a thirsty move to like just, hey, let me
Hell yeah. And at this point, I'm eating ramen noodles and oatmeal, and I got literally $17 in my pocket.
So is it thirsty to ask, or is it thirsty, yo, how can I help? Can I sweep up the tour bus? Can I do something?
I mean,
I'll watch this whole motherfucking bus.
It don't even be that serious.
Right.
It's like Birdman was the type, I saw him do this on more than a couple occasions.
Mm-hmm.
He'll send people on a food run. Hey, we hungry? What y'all want to eat? Let's get this, and that.
Right.
And get food for everybody. And he'll give somebody $500 and he don't want no change.
Yeah, of course.
So it's just like, if you go get hella Wingstop, that shit ain't $500.
Right.
So it's like, you kind of just, all right, I'm going to just tuck this. And Birdman is one of the, I saw him do this. He don't want nothing else but hundreds and 20s. That's all he carry. So I ain't never seen, and we was around him for years, and I've never seen Birdman with a $5 bill, a $10 bill,
crazy,
a $1 bill. All I've ever seen him ever is $100 or 20.
So why do you think at this point it's hard? The concept of him paying Lil Wayne back is so hard.
He ain't got it.
That's a whole different level of money we don't know about. You think so?
Oh, he ain't got that money. How much Wayne soon? Like 150 million?
That's a lot. But
cash.
But because I believe didn't they have this dispute back in the day, and then that's when he gave him Young Money, right? Like,
I'm gonna tell you some real shit. I know this is putting other people's business out there, so I'm not gonna do that because I'll let them live their truth. But Birdman does shit that people who supposed to be that rich don't do.
What you mean?
He'll do stuff like with budgets, and he'll do stuff like I've seen him do. I mean, he's never gypped us for money, but I've seen him like, why would you not pay a producer?
Got you.
Or why would you not pay so and so? Or you know what I'm saying? Like, there's still questions that we have about the whole Birdman thing.
Right.
So for me personally, having inside information, I understand because I know the inside game.
Got you.
I know those games. I see white people do it all the time.
Right.
All Birdman does is play the white people games. So when I mean by white people not being prejudiced, I'm just meaning like the litigating game where people
hold you off,
don't really know how to play that game.
Right.
So it's like I have lawyers on retainer. Say I pay my lawyers $200,000 a year on retainer to fight cases, and you suing me for $500,000.
Right.
All I'm gonna do is have my lawyers drag this motherfucker out
all the way,
to where you just settled for $30,000, even though I owed you $200,000.
Certain amount, right?
Because it's cheaper. I gotta pay the lawyers $200 a year anyway.
So pay them to do what they got to do to drag it out, and I can just settle for less.
Fact.
I got it. It makes sense, but it's still just again, I don't live in that world, so it's a crazy concept to even think about. Like I'm thinking like, yo, this is his son. You know what I'm saying? Like, why not? And I'm sure they've had these conversations. Who knows? I know they're back on better terms, but it's like, all right, look, I can't pay you this, but this is what I can do.
I never really seen them. I mean, they have a weird relationship. As much as I was around them, and I was young, it's 10 years ago. Like, as much as I'm around, like, the Cash Money shit and seeing them interact, they kind of had their own shit going on the whole time.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
Birdman is the one who came up with all that YMCMB shit. Because Young Money was its own thing.
Right.
He was already doing Young Money. He had Gutter, Nicki, Drake.
But that was because money issues prior to that. Because I remember he did an issue with Double XL, and he was about to leave Cash Money.
Yeah.
And the whole deal was that was his selling point of like, look, I can't pay you. I don't know what it was. You go do your own thing.
Well, here's the thing about that, and this is what people don't know. Birdman still got the same kind of deal as he had in the 90s.
Is that good or bad?
That's why he's able to do the things he's able to do. That's why he makes so much money. The labels all give out. We are familiar with the word 360 deal. So in a 360 deal, basically the record label takes half of your money, half of your shows, or not even half, or whatever the percentage is.
Right.
So they take a percentage of whatever you making on your merchandise, on your tour.
Everything that you're doing outside of music.
Yeah. Under your name,
we
want in.
Right.
All right. Birdman still has his deal. Like, okay, remember the reason why people don't know this. The reason why Puff, Master P, Puff, Master P, Jermaine Dupri, and Birdman was able to get so rich. It's because of the deals that they had with the label.
Right, Jay Prince also,
Jay
right?
Prince is they had independent setup deals as major.
Was Suge was a part of that too, or no? Because that was that Jimmy Iovine. Okay, gotcha.
I just know that these individuals had crazy deals.
Right.
That's why Master P was so fucking rich.
Right.
Because he could put out whoever he wanted to.
Right. Multiple
people.
Yeah.
And he get to keep the lion's share of the pie. I don't know if it's 80%. Most people say it's an 80-20 deal.
Right.
I don't know their business.
Right.
But I know that they got to keep most of the money. So with Birdman, when Wayne was trying to leave Cash Money, and he made that public, like I'm finna get the fuck up out of here type thing, or it was a rumor or whatever. He couldn't go anywhere else and get the same deal that Birdman could offer.
So it was like
Birdman could still even if you go to Interscope or you go to Atlantic Records, they still can't offer you the amount of equity that a Birdman can, because Birdman still owns a lot of equity.
Right. And then to kind of add fuel to the fire, like knowing that, and then Wayne wanting to be signed to, he was going to be signed to, I believe, Def Jam under Jay-Z or under Rockefeller, whatever. And then Jay having enough respect to hit up Birdman, and Birdman saying no, that just makes it even worse. Like, damn, like he was willing to break this situation where he was going to make a lot more money either way and go do something completely different, not make money, but be on his own. And he get pulled back into it and not be able to leave because Birdman didn't want him to.
Yeah,
but but
the thing is, it's not. Most people think, okay, two misconceptions I think people have about the Cash Money Wayne situation. I think one, people think that it's about money. I don't think so.
Nah.
Two, people think it's about Birdman snaking people, which he has a history of allegedly. We don't know for sure. I mean, I know some shit, and other people know some shit.
Right.
It hasn't been proven that he snakes people.
Right.
Unless you're talking about people, producers that sue him.
Right.
Or Manny Fresh leaving and all that kind of shit. That song that they put out was whack, by the way.
Which one?
They put out a new Big Timers record. It was called
Recent?
Yeah.
Like 2000. Oh wow. It was 2018.
It was not good.
Okay. Anyway, keep going.
So, the thing is with the Birdman and Wayne situation, I feel like people always look at those two things, but they overlook the other shit. Wayne also has been known to have a drug problem. Wayne has also been known to overspend.
So it's kind of like the little brother mentality, or the child. It's like, yo, are you being responsible?
I'm not holding out. Going back to what Rick Ross's point is, if you owe somebody, pay him.
Right.
You owe me my money. Pay me.
Yeah.
Why you owe me? And I mean, why I need the money is none of your concern.
Gotcha. But you still owe me that solid of giving me my money. Right.
I don't know if Birdman. I don't know how much money Birdman owed Wayne. We know that Wayne's suing him for like $150.
Right.
Some shit like that. Birdman ain't got $150 to give you.
Right.
In my opinion. What I do think though is he owe you probably some. I'm pretty sure he owe you some money. As if he owed Manny Fresh money,
right?
If he owe all these people money, why wouldn't he owe you money?
So, do you think that in everybody else's case, you said it's not about money with Wayne? Do you think like it's about money with everybody else?
It's about money with everybody else.
Okay, so everybody else, money. Wayne, not money. What would help mend this situation between Birdman and Wayne? What would Birdman have to do at this point to be like, all right, let's rectify the situation? It's not money. Clearly not money. But here, or what can we do?
Something else, to be honest with you. I think on the low, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I think it might be over a woman.
You think so?
I don't know. I have a theory because if you go back, remember when Wayne and Drake fell out for a minute?
Yeah,
it was over a woman.
Because Wayne and then Drake popped one of his chicks,
and then Wayne started wilding out.
Damn. All this over a female.
I think, me personally, I'm not saying that the whole thing is over that.
But it has something to do with it.
You can't fuck one of my girls and you owe me money.
Right.
That's now you got to run me my money.
Right. Now we got issues.
We got problems.
Right. Damn. All right.
That's just my opinion.
Right.
I don't know.
Allegedly, all that. Yeah.
You think it's the first time Birdman owed Wayne?
Of course not.
You think it's the first time Wayne know that Birdman owe him some money?
Right. But I mean, one could speculate that he's just fed up of it. You know what I'm saying? Fed up with the fact that, hey, you owe me, run me my money.
And
like AV.
Something else we overlook is the fact that he won't release Wayne's album. But in Birdman's defense, there's no records.
There has to be a record. Didn't Martin, what is that? Whatever I forgot the guy's name, who had the album and leaked it. He had the same dude that had the Wu-Tang album.
Martin Shkreli.
Yeah, whatever his name is. Didn't he had a record.
No. There's no record.
No, I get it. Hit record. I understand what you're saying. Right. But if you don't care, if that's Wayne's only wish, right? And that's gonna mend over the no
businessman. Bro.
I get it.
As a bit, like, I don't give a fuck how much I love you. As a bit, that's like you, right? That's like you get on here, you like, you know what? I want to just spew anti-gay rhetoric.
Right.
I can't let you do that.
Right. You're gonna cut the mic off. I don't
want no parts of this shit.
Very true.
So, as a businessman, you're not the same Wayne that you were 10 years ago. You can't just drop and it be a platinum single.
Right.
We don't have now. Birdman being the person he is, let Wayne drop a record and go top 10 in the country.
He doing everything he can. Right. That's true.
I'm not defending Birdman.
Right. You just understand it, right.
I'm just objectively pointing out the different things that's going on.
That's a good point. I mean, I totally understand, and I think that you're right. Wayne's the same Wayne that we all knew.
And I feel like if Wayne was able to get off Cash Money and go to Rock Nation, which I think that's
play.
Obviously the play.
Yeah.
I want Jay-Z to really, I want him to do what he did with Kanye with Watch the Throne. I want him to do with Wayne. I want him to do a Carter album
with Lil Wayne,
and it'd be Jay-Z and Lil Wayne.
Do you think it'll be as effective now?
No, it's not going to be as effective, but I think that's the best shot Wayne got right now.
As of right now.
Because you got to think about it. Him, Nicki, and Drake, Nicki, and Wayne was the trio.
And they had a song, and it goes back to my point as far as Drake not having the same impact, right? Drake, Lil Wayne, and Nicki all dropped the song. What they dropped the song that was? It
was on Nicki's project.
It was on Nicki's project. Crickets.
Yeah, but it wasn't a good song.
You're right, but there's 3 top tier artists. How do you not have a good song out of all 3 of them?
I don't think Wayne is a top tier artist at this point.
Okay, three most impactful artists. Let me rephrase it.
I don't think so. I think that either.
He goes down as one of the most.
Lil Uzi is moving more.
You're right, but
Wayne.
His name still resonates.
No, Wayne is how we look at Jay and all them. That's how Lil Uzi and them look at Wayne. Where you think Wayne? Where you think all these motherfuckers?
People know Jay-Z.
How we look at Jay?
Yeah. Oh, I just get what you're saying.
Is how the kids look at Wayne.
Right.
He's not. Wayne was our generation. I interviewed YB and Corday.
Right.
Yesterday. He's 20.
Right.
You know he looked up to?
Chief Keef.
Exactly. By name.
Yeah.
Literally said Chief Keef.
Right.
Chief Keef looked up to Lil Wayne.
Right.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Their generation removed.
It's 5 years now.
Right.
So every 5 years, you got a new motherfucker and people are looking at. I heard somebody say that Lil Uzi was their big homie.
Crazy. It's the reality, though.
It's the reality of the situation.
Yeah.
That's how hip-hop works. I'm not mad at it. What I'm telling you is Wayne is not a top-tier artist at this point.
No. Let me rephrase that. He's not top tier as of this moment, right? But you can't deny his impact in the culture. I still think he has one of those names. If you say Carter 5 is dropping this week, it'll raise eyebrows. You might not be excited without a record, but you'll be like, "Oh shit, they're finally dropping it."
Wayne got to drop. If he want to get in this game, he got to drop some shit right now that's relevant to this Pusha T shit. If he respond to Pusha T and it's a hit record, he got action.
So that's his gateway at this point.
If you drop a hit record
and this,
back-to-back,
to Pusha T,
because
now he's in the conversation. It's relevant.
Yeah, go right now.
Ooh.
Other than that,
and it wouldn't look crazy for him to jump in it because
he's stranded on death row.
Crazy. It would
Wayne, and I'm one of the. I said it on this very fucking podcast. I wish that I feel like the industry owed Wayne one more go.
Very true.
I feel like everybody, Wayne and T-Pain. I feel like the whole industry turned their back on Wayne and T-Pain when it was the golden goose.
Right.
And I don't like how hip hop cannibalizes its people like that. Because we're the only genre that does that. We're the only genre that be like, man, fuck him, and we done, and everybody done with him.
Right.
We're the only genre of music.
That's crazy when you think about it like that too.
We're the only ones that do that.
Yeah.
Country don't do that. Pop, fucking Britney Spears is still headlining Wango Tangos and shit.
Right.
Britney fucking Spears.
And she was doing some stuff in Vegas. Yeah.
I was watching Britney Spears when I was young, and she was older.
Right. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely one of those crabs in a barrel situation.
And I feel like we just need to do. I feel like I know hip hop is a young man's game, and hip hop is a young man's sport. But I feel like this is the only genre of music where we kind of just wash our hands with motherfuckers and like, are we off them? We done. And it's like, bro, that's not. People still got Royce the 5'9". We still got Pusha T. We still got all these people, and the only thing that'll make them relevant is beefing or talking shit about the younger generation. That's not how this shit is supposed to go.
Right.
Royce supposed to snatch up all them young motherfuckers from Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
All them new young motherfuckers, snatch them up. Do Royce got a song with Big Sean?
I'm not sure.
That's a problem for me.
Right.
Cube, Snoop, Dre did it.
Right.
Snoop kind of been unsuccessful doing it. Even people like.
But I mean, the thing is, if somebody attempts it and it don't work, whose fault is that?
It might be the young dude's fault, but that don't got to stop you from still pushing the line. How many artists have I fucked with?
Right.
And they end up being disappointments. They end up being not motivated, don't listen, whatever. That's how this shit is gonna go.
Right. But you still got to make that attempt.
You still got to make that attempt. And I got to a point where I washed my hands. I'm like, man, fuck this shit.
But that's the thing. You got to a point where you were done with it, right?
Yeah.
What if somebody had that moment with Wayne or had that moment with T-Pain? T-Pain had a drinking problem, right? And as much as they were the golden goose, you give people opportunities and they show up drunk to sessions, allegedly, not saying that's the problem.
I don't know all of that.
Lil Wayne, he was on lean for the longest.
Yeah,
and it try to kick the cup. I know that's a new phrase, but back then when they wanted him to stop, he didn't want to do it. He didn't want to put the cup down. True. So now at this point when I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Like hip hop owes them, but what if there's some things that we just don't know about that they had these opportunities to revitalize their careers, but given the opportunity, they dropped, they fumbled.
I agree with that. That's a great perspective to have.
Same thing with Snoop. I've seen Snoop embrace some of the youth. I mean, we've seen it. We've seen him embrace some of the youth, and some shit pops, some shit don't. But then you have some younger cats that be like, "Yeah, man, Snoop ain't reach out. He didn't do this shit." That's not the case for everybody. So I mean, I feel you, but I think sometimes, like you say, even with your perspective, is knowing the behind the scenes of knowing different shit. Yeah. There's a lot of shit that we just don't know about as well.
Big Sean is not an up and coming artist.
Very true. You're right.
That's what I'm saying.
But
why is that? Like, I want to see. I mean, I know Jay fuck with Casanova and all them people, and they improved themselves.
Right.
But at the same time, I feel like when you don't rally around the new generation, you're going to get removed.
Very true. You're gonna get thrown. You're gonna go overthrown.
You're gonna get overthrown. It's gonna be a coup, and it's gonna be bad.
So here's another perspective that I want to bring up too, because you do hip hop. Yes, we're the only culture that does that, but that's what we were built off of. It was built off of battling. It was built off of having fun, partying. I'm gonna go against you. You tell me your best rhyme. The DJ scratching. We're built off the battle mentality. So now here we are. It's always on some gladiator shit. Who's the top? Yeah. I never heard who's the top 3, top 5 country artists of all time. Nah. Never heard that.
They don't do that.
They don't do that. But our culture is built off of that. So now that we've been successful at it, it's like we made this bed. We got to lay in it.
It's also fairly young.
It's true compared to other.
Only 2 generations old.
Very true. Very true. So do you think at this point? Because I hear this all the time, even with the whole Pusha T and Drake shit. A lot of people are like, "Oh man, I'm glad it's back to this," which is reinforcing the whole battle shit. I'm glad it's back to, man. I'm sick of that soft shit. Okay, I'm sick of everybody getting along. But before Kendrick dropped Control verse, everybody getting along. Oh, I'm glad I did that. I'm a victim of it. But it's like, damn, we're reinforcing the very thing that we're saying, yo, we got to embrace this shit.
I agree with it, but I think it's a strategic way
you do it. Got it.
I want to see Royce the 5'9" and Big Sean on a record together saying it's Detroit over everything.
Got you.
Detroit over everybody.
I feel like they...
I don't know. I'm not educated. They might have did a song. They might not have done a song. But the way I saw Eminem embrace Royce is the way I want to see Royce embrace
Well, Eminem embraced Royce because they grew together.
They homies.
Yeah.
But you can't, when somebody popping in your city.
Right. Well, I mean, here's the thing.
And he's respected.
Eminem did that with Sean. He got on his last album.
True.
So maybe that's the,
that's it. Yeah.
Maybe that's the whole, the camps affiliating each other. And again, they could have a song together. We're just kind of going shooting the shit. Who knows? That might not be it. All right. Speaking of battling, man, our Cavs Warriors, they're back for the 4th year in a row. How do you feel about that?
I don't give a fuck.
I'm hot. I'm hot for the simple fact. I mean, shouts out to Curry, shouts out to LeBron, shouts out to the whole squad. Definitely deserve what you do if you're playing at a high level like that. I feel like experience is the best teacher at this point, and they're there, right? I'm just tired of seeing the same shit.
Oh, we've seen this show before.
4 years in a row.
I'm not tripping off it. It's no different than when the Bulls was going every year, when the Lakers was going every year. If it was the
You're
Lakers,
right. I wouldn't be tripping. Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't be tripping.
Shut your ass up.
Yeah, I wouldn't be
You gotta
tripping.
Keep that same energy.
You're right. I fucked up. My energy levels was different.
See?
You're right. I'm more upset about it. It's not the Lakers. That's what it is.
That's what it is. So that's why I say I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because if it was us and we went to 10 straight championships.
Oh, we'd be talking big
we'd
shit.
be talking shit.
West Coast.
Yeah. Niggas, LA Lakers.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah. LA don't bang. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got you.
Talking big shit.
All right, you're right. I'm glad you checked me. My energy levels was at a 7 when it was supposed to be. my energy levels was a 7 when if it was the Lakers, it would have been a 10. So yeah, my shit is off right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. People be talking shit. I don't give a fuck.
You know who else is off right now? Roseanne. That bitch gone.
That bitch
gone. Her Twitter fingers got her in trouble.
I'm gonna be honest with you, and I'm not defending nothing Roseanne
Hey,
said.
carefully. Tread lightly.
I'm not defending nothing Roseanne said, but I don't like the fact that people
too sensitive. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, I don't know what she said either.
She said, all I know is about she you gotta tread light. She said something about some monkeys and up against black people. Look it up. It was an Obama advisor. I barely glimpsed over it because I saw the headline. I was like, ooh, her show got canceled because some tweets. Okay, she's controversial, whatever. And I skimmed over it. I'd see, oh, Obama administrator, monkeys. Oh, the person's black. Oh shit. Yeah, you fucked up. You got to be careful. There's a couple things that they won't let you even slide for black people. Like, they'll let you be racist, but you say some shit on a public platform, the one word you can't say is monkey.
Hey, bro, let me tell you something. I'm going to tell you the truth, right?
Don't you do it, dog.
Let me tell you some real shit.
Oh, shit, I'm done, dog.
I paid $10 for an app that erased all my tweets before 3 years ago.
So they wouldn't find none of your shit. I was just asking you, I didn't know that on the iPhone, because my space is getting, kind of fucked up. And there's this thing that said you can delete your text messages over a year. You said yours automatically wipes out 30 days?
Every 30 days, my text messages self-destruct.
Okay.
Well, no, text messages that are 30 days old get erased automatically.
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. So it doesn't say
who I text, what thread it's in. If it's 31 days old, it's gone.
I got a problem. I think I'm a hoarder when it comes to information like that. When it comes to like picture, I still got pictures in my phone from like 2014.
Yeah, you tripping.
Stupid shit too.
You can back that shit up on the cloud, let that shit go.
But yeah, I don't know. I gotta get on my own shit about that. I don't know why.
Nah, I'm not holding on to nothing. And I did that listening to Brilliant Idiots, right? I listened to the Brilliant Idiots podcast, and Schultz said some shit. I forgot what Schultz said. Schultz is fucking crazy.
Shouts out to him. He recorded the podcast at Homegrown.
Homegrown, yeah. Schultz be pulling up. Shout out to Cash. Shout out to Akash, and Alex too. But he said something, and Charlamagne was like, "Yeah, I got." Schultz is like, "Yeah, 50 million. 50 million is his number."
What you mean?
He said once he get to 50 million, he don't give a fuck about no repercussions. He's going to just say whatever.
$50 million?
$50 million.
Wow.
Once he gets $50 million, he's going to let everything fly. And he said some shit in our group chat, and he said some shit.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Finish.
He said some shit out in our group chat, and he said some shit personally that is rather entertaining. Now, things that go on in group chats can probably get people about to get the fuck out of here.
Absolutely.
Even our group chat. Shit that I like the Tracy Morgan joke that I sent.
Oh my God! See that shit? Was that? I thought that was real.
Nah, I did that.
You fucking asshole, dog.
Yeah, and so.
Hey man,
I sent it in the group chat with Charlamagne.
That's not that bad though.
When I check my sensitivity level, I send Charlamagne.
And then
because he's PC Charlamagne.
Right.
So I sent him the picture. He's like, yo, that ain't.
So he did that.
He's like, that ain't it. You might want to stop. Don't do that. I'm like, he's like, I think somebody died in that situation. I'm like, shit, I didn't know.
Yeah, it was a fucked up situation.
I didn't know.
It was a fucked up situation. So,
I thought it was just fun and games because I heard Tracy joke about it.
So you thought it was a fair season?
If you joke about something that happens to you, I feel like it's open season.
So for the record, I mean, I think you can divulge. It was a Walmart joke.
It was a Walmart.
Okay, let's just end it at that. Yeah. But
I didn't know somebody died.
Yeah, but see, I got it, but I was just like, ooh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. And look, for the record, I'm sorry, we were talking about it a second ago. Eminem, Royce 5'9", Big Sean, Danny Brown, Dej Loaf, Trick. Have that song Detroit versus everybody.
West Coast.
So, but I hear what you're saying. It still needs to be more embracing.
I like that.
Yeah, you want to see more of it.
Put it to you this way.
Yeah.
On some shit from us. What if, remember when Snoop and all of them rallied around Kendrick and Kendrick was crying on stage?
Absolutely.
That was a moment.
I
like that type of
shit. Even honestly, the Cali's Active video, well, that was older, but at that time it was that was more the older. But I just like the fact that artists was rallying together from the West. We don't even see that.
Tell me how excited you would be. What if Cube gave the No Vaseline instrumental and let all the young dudes rip and did a cypher track?
Like a No Vaseline challenge?
No.
Or just one, just let it rip.
One track.
How many artists? See, now that's where the problem would be. Because here's one thing about embracing, and you know it firsthand.
Because that list I put up.
Because of that. Like, that's the only thing. You don't want to exclude. It's not even about not wanting to exclude anyone. It's the fact that some people may feel a certain way that they're not included on there. You can have all the intentions in the world to show, this is what's going on. But if somebody's outside of that feels like they need to be inside of that, it creates that empire against now what you got going on. And not saying that that's what's going on, but it creates that bullshit.
I get it, but for me personally,
it feels like it's just I understand your standpoint. You're gonna lose the battle anyway, but I understand. I'd rather take that chance. I'd rather go out as somebody embracing versus, pushing you back.
There's people you can select that are worth embracing.
Of course,
on a national level.
Of course.
Ty, YG, who else?
But I'm not even gonna do that because there's gonna be somebody else that said, "Oh, well, you forgot so and so."
No, listen.
I'm listening.
Who else is nationally broken as an artist from LA?
Outside of
Ty and YG.
Recent? Or Kendrick?
Who else?
Q.
Who else?
See now, fuck. I mean, because
for real. Fuck the
no. I'm trying to think, because I would think Anderson .Paak, but no.
As an artist,
and what are we judging this off of? Like
success on a record.
What is success?
Nationally broken record. What's a record that they know or have been played on the East Coast or in the South?
Okay,
from here.
Got you. It would be YG, Ty,
Dot,
Mustard, because
K Dot and Q.
Right.
That's not an argument.
Right.
Those are facts.
Mm-hmm. What about Vince Staples?
No. He's a national touring artist.
Mm-hmm.
He's not a nationally broken artist.
Got you.
Mainstream.
Got you. You talking about songs being played across multiple radio stations there?
I'm talking about, do they know who the fuck you are in Idaho? Do they know who the fuck you are in Savannah, Georgia?
I'm sure they got fans over there, but that's what I'm saying. We have to be specific. We have to be specific on what we say, because there's a lot of people that don't know Ty.
True.
That still don't know Ty. We may think he's mainstream.
On a mainstream level, Ty's known. Ty's broken as a national artist.
Got you.
So what I'm telling you, who's had success on a mainstream level, meaning radio, television, like that's what I'm talking about. Mainstream.
Got you.
Mainstream America. Radio.
I think we've named it.
A hip hop head.
Right.
The average run of the mill listener who don't give a fuck about hip hop, don't really know who Pusha T is.
Right.
Have they heard of YG? Maybe.
Right.
So that's not an argument.
Mm-hmm.
Put them motherfuckers on some let's do some shit let's do some shit together.
You talking about from an LA level, or you just talking about just in general when it comes to embracing? Got you. So, but you're using LA as an example.
I'm using LA as an example. They done it on their own.
Mm-hmm. So
he did it on his own,
right,
literally.
Right.
I mean, Jeezy, but
Right.
he didn't have nobody help him from here.
Right. But I feel like we're seeing that also. We're seeing that from those cats. You see, Dot jumping on records with J-Rock, right? I mean, I get it. That's given. But so I guess what I'm trying to
I don't want to include them because they're so insulated.
Got you.
TD is a very insulated, and that's by design.
Right.
So I get it. That's okay.
But YG does that? Doesn't he do it with RJ?
Yeah, but RJ's not nationally known.
But what I'm saying is he embraces somebody else that's coming up. But you're saying like on a national song.
I'm talking about to mainstream America.
So you're saying Ty Dolla $ign brings in MC Whoop-de-Whoop and puts him on a song.
I'm saying I want on the East Coast. When you say West Coast, when you say LA artists, who do they think of?
They think of Snoop, Dre, Game. And Kendrick now. Okay. Kendrick's in that, and when you say mainstream, Kendrick's in that name of artists.
So with that being said, Kendrick probably got to be the person to do it, which is not going to happen.
Because, got you. So, I guess what I'm trying to get is, what's the point in this point? Let's use Kendrick as an example. Kendrick has to rap, but Kendrick did it with SOB, RBE, the paramedic track. He did it with the Black Panther soundtrack.
He did.
So, something on that caliber, like a project like that, that's bringing together new artists and shit like that.
Exactly. See what that did?
Introduction.
Their career.
True.
SOB RBE's career got changed for one record.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
So more of that.
Like that kind of shit.
More of that.
I want more of that shit. I want Kendrick to jump on a song. Imagine this. Can you imagine? What if Kendrick jumped on a song with Boogie?
Mm-hmm.
That shit would be epic.
Right.
Boogie's career, he'd be on.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not on now. Well, he's not on. And Boogie's the homie.
Right. But in terms of the odds, I get what you're saying.
Can you imagine?
Right.
Well, look what Kendrick did for Rich the Kid's career.
Very true.
So at this point, K-Dot is the guy.
Right.
Kendrick got to be the guy to rally and bring in the new motherfuckers from out here.
Got you.
That's it.
But at what point, that's what I'm saying, at what point though, would it be, okay, I guess my thing is, what's the selection process? Now, we know there's talented motherfuckers, but now you're Kendrick.
At this point, you got to go off of what you feel like is going to work.
And with that, what I'm saying is a lose-lose situation, because let's say I'm Kendrick and I say, you know what, Boogie's from my city, I'm going Compton, boom, let me pull him up. Somebody else, Buddy, might feel a way about that.
Yeah. Well, Buggy, keep doing what you're doing. I'm not saying it's a perfect system,
right?
But it's something.
Got you.
I'll take it.
Yeah, no, I totally understand. I feel like there are people that are doing that, and when you have those situations, there's always somebody that's gonna feel away, and I know that's gonna be anything that happens, right? It happens all the time. I just feel like you said, the system is just flawed, and the only reason why I'm extending a dialogue on it is because I want artists to understand, like, it's not an intentional thing. It's not like, yo, I think what honestly a lot of artists feels like, yo, they're not fucking with me because X, Y, and Z.
I think artists should get out their feelings.
Very much true. Shit, what else we got? We tapped out? Is that what it is?
We good.
So we shall wait until, hopefully, maybe next week we'll have an update. Maybe Drake will drop another song, because it will be 7 days. So by next week, if Drake doesn't drop a song, I need you to keep that same energy and be a little more I need you to be a little more what am I trying to say?
I don't know what the fuck you're trying to say.
I'm gonna get it out. Hold on. I guess have a little more intensity.
About what?
About him not releasing a record. If there's nothing that comes from Drake in 7 days, I need some intensity. I need you to be like, I need something to change. Like, yeah, you know what? Yeah.
If it's not 7 days,
shit's crazy.
7 days, you got a week, because I don't know what you got going on. You might
7 days.
You might got to go see your son. You know what I'm saying?
Crazy. I heard. Oh yeah, we get into it. I heard that supposedly his album was gonna be talking about all that.
Drake's album,
and this fucked it all up. So we shall see. Because his album's coming out.
Look like he trying to rap.
I don't know. Like I said, who knows if that's the truth or not? But that'd have been.
All Drake got to do.
That'd have been fucked up.
Him holding his son, smiling.
I've been here the whole time. Yeah, we'll see.
That'll dead
everything.
That'll dead the talk, because at that point, if he posts a picture holding his son and they smiling, they live
like we've been good.
We good.
Yeah, because what if he just didn't want to put him in the limelight? Somebody actually called up today and was talking about that. Like, what if he just didn't want to put his business out there?
That's why I said it. He posted a picture of him holding his son. Man, we good over here.
Again, we shall see. I do want to say,
I do think this though. Drake doesn't do interviews.
Right. Oh, he gonna do his first one?
No. I think it's gonna hurt him.
What you mean? To do an interview or to respond?
I think it's gonna hurt him that he doesn't do interviews. Push is doing all the press for this.
Yeah.
He's gonna be on every media outlet, including this one.
Of course.
Talking about this.
Right.
And Drake's only way to talk about it is on record.
Or if he decides to, because damn, what was the last interview he did?
Years and years and years.
He's got to do. Oh yeah, you're right. Because I'm thinking about other artists that don't do interviews. I'm thinking about J. Cole. He just did one with Angie, and he did one with. No, that was it. Kanye doesn't do a lot of interviews. He did one with.
Here's the bar that people miss.
Charlemagne.
Here's the bar that people are missing. Why 6ix9ine popping?
Because he's everywhere.
Exactly. It's more than music at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Me and Glasses Malone was having this conversation a couple years ago. He was saying it's not about what you're saying on records anymore. It's about the antics. It's about the attention. It's about everything else.
Right.
The fact that Drake doesn't talk, and he can actually talk.
Right.
He's very articulate, very calculated, very methodical, very intuitive. Drake can go on the Breakfast Club. He can go on Angie.
Anybody.
He can go on anybody's Big Boy.
Right.
Anybody's platform and have dialogue. He doesn't do it. The fact that Push is also very intelligent, very methodical, very calculated, very intuitive, and Push does do all of it.
Right.
He's going to give you bars, he's going to give you records, and he's going to pull up, and he's going to do the social media. That's going to hurt Drake. Drake's only method of talking
is through music.
That's it. He doesn't even tweet like that. As far as like taking shots, he'll post memes and shit. Drake will post on his Instagram.
So what if again it could be a two-way street though, right? We said the same shit about Kanye. Kanye doesn't do interviews. Oh, he needs to talk. Blah 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 blah. Did a great interview with Charlemagne, but what happened? Went on TMZ Live and fucked it all up.
Yeah.
So it's like that's the risk you take.
No, and I understand that. Drake's not that guy. But I'm not saying that he's above flaws.
Right.
I'm saying Drake would only have to do one interview.
And then set the record straight.
He don't do interviews.
Yeah.
Anybody would talk to Drake at this point. He can go fucking
like he did one like within the last year. Anyway, yeah. So basically an interview would set the record straight. Do you think so an interview would be better than a diss record?
No, at this point he in war. He war.
He got a diss.
They know records right now.
Right.
What I'm saying is the fact that Push is not only doing records.
He's doing the promo run, but he has to also.
He has to, but it's only benefiting Push. Imagine if the roles were reversed. Push at home.
Mm-hmm. Just watching. Right.
Drake is on his album run. Drake's still not doing press.
Right.
Drake doing his shows. And he gonna talk shit at his shows. Somebody gonna record it, and that's the only way you get Drake talking, is at his shows.
So what if that's his way of talking shit?
That's fine.
What if that happened?
What if 5 straight days of Push everywhere?
But again, back to the time thing. Drake's album's coming out, which means he's got a tour coming up. What if he talks all on the tour later this year? Back to the time, full circle. So now, would you rather have all of that put on the line at a Drake show when he's going to talk? When he's going to, like you said, talk his shit, be on stage and do what he got to do? Or is the time up at that point? Like, all right, we know the deal. Your album dropped. We know everything was going on. Push already put some of this information out.
I think, me personally, I feel like Drake needs to switch something up a little bit. Because right now, Push was on Breakfast Club this morning. Best believe he gonna be on Hot 97 or somebody else.
Right.
Then he coming out.
Yeah, he was on Hot, and he did Breakfast Club. I think he did something with Big, and then he gonna be like, but yeah. We'll see. We shall see.
What I'm saying is, right now, Push is in everybody's face. Drake dropping records. I'm not saying that's the wrong way to approach it.
Right.
I just don't think
it's not as effective. And going back to your point is he's adapted to the situation. He might need to switch things up.
That's it.
All right, man. We appreciate you guys checking in at Homegrown Radio. We haven't really shouted that out too much, but on the Instagram and Twitter, also on Facebook, Homegrown Radio Net, SoundCloud. We appreciate everybody that's been tapping in, soundcloud.com/HGR Live. And all the affiliates, everybody that's been picking us up, reposting the shows, and showing us love. Shouts to Crazy Hood. Shouts out to Dash. Just everybody that rock with us. The iHeartRadio app. Everybody. It's going to be a lot that I can't really mention at this point. But catch y'all next week. Chuck Dizzle, DJ Hed. Hopefully you'll have the same energy next week.
Shut your.
Homegrown.